I never thought a Tuesday would start with destiny hiding in a garbage pile. But there I was, the Rat Knight. Gleaming armor, catching moonlight, when I heard it. A sub carrying the weight of 1,000 untold horrors. Behind a stack of moldy cheese wheels, I found her. A young rat girl, fur matted with rain and despair, clutching a tattered cloak. Her eyes met mine, wide with fear. "Fear not," I declared, striking my most heroic pose. "I am the Rat Knight, defender of the defenseless. What brings you to weep among these garbage piles?" She looked at me like I'd lost my mind. Then she whispered 2 words that made my whiskers freeze. Vampire Ogre. I've faced many threats, giant cats, mousetraps of unusual size. But the Vampire Ogre, a creature so terrifying that even nightmares had nightmares about him. Part vampire, part ogre, all nightmare fuel. "He's coming for me," she trembled. I took something he wants back. I looked down at this frightened creature and felt something stir in my chest. Heroism, compassion, gas from questionable tavern cheese. Whatever it was, I knew what to do. "Then we run," I said, extending my paw. Together, she took it, and that's when I noticed the amulet around her neck, glowing with eerie purple light. This was going to be complicated. Before you continue this absolutely reasonable adventure, drop a comment with your favorite word from this tale so far, and hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you'll want to see where this cheese-scented catastrophe leads. We fled through twisted alleyways, my armor clanking like a mobile silverware drawer. Not exactly stealthy, but style matters. "What's your name?" I asked between dramatic leaps. "Squeakina," she panted. And yes, my parents were very literal. No judgment. My full name is Sir Reginald Whiskersworth III. People call me Rat Knight, because it's easier on business cards. We ducked into an abandoned bakery to catch our breath. "Tell me about the amulet," I said. Squeakina clutched it protectively. "It's the amulet of infinite chatter. It can summon unlimited cheese from the void. The Vampire Ogre has been searching for it for centuries." "Unlimited cheese?" I gasped. "That's either the greatest treasure or the fastest path to catastrophic constipation." "I stole it from his castle 3 nights ago," she confessed. "I was homeless, starving. I thought if I could take one thing to sell, maybe I could buy food, a life. But when I saw the amulet, something called to me." The bakery door exploded inward. Standing in the rubble was him, the Vampire Ogre. 10 feet of grotesque muscle wrapped in a tattered cape, gray skin, jutting fangs, and eyes burning with red hunger. "Little thieves," he rumbled. "Did you really think you could escape?" I stepped in front of Squeakina, sword drawn. "You'll have to go through me first. You oversized mosquito." He laughed like a garbage disposal, eating rocks. How adorable. "How pathetic!" Then he lunged. What followed was less a battle and more a physics-defying circus act. I dodged, rolled, and accidentally cartwheeled through a flower cloud, emerging like a very angry ghost. Just when his claws were inches from my face, Squeakina held up the amulet and screamed in ancient rodent. It exploded with golden light, and suddenly the room filled with cheese. Wheels materialized from thin air, raining down like dairy meteorites. The Vampire Ogre was buried under 700 pounds of aged Gouda. We didn't stick around. We ran until we collapsed in a field outside the city, gasping at the stars. "That was the most ridiculous thing I've ever done," I wheezed. Squeakina laughed. "Is it always like this?" Usually it's weirder." I looked toward distant mountains. "We need to go to the Monastery of the Eternal Whisker. Monks who've mastered ancient rat martial arts. If anyone knows how to defeat a Vampire Ogre, it's them." The journey took 3 days through terrain designed by a sadistic game show host. We crossed the Bridge of Unreasonable, swaying and navigated the forest of trees that judged you. I learned Squeakina had been orphaned young and was clever and resourceful. On the second night, she asked why I helped her. I poked our campfire, because everyone deserves a chance. Once I was a homeless rat too. Someone helped me. I'm just paying it forward. On the 3rd day, we reached the monastery. The leader, Master Whiskerfoo, bowed. "We've been expecting you." Also, There's a giant angry ogre 2 hours behind you, so that was a good clue. He led us underground. The Vampire Ogre's immortality is tied to his hunger, he explained. With unlimited cheese, he'd be unstoppable. We can't destroy the amulet. It can only be relocated into you. We stared at him. The amulet needs a host. Pura. Heart, he told Squeakina. You've carried it without using it for personal gain. You could bond with it. He couldn't take it without taking your soul, which you'd have to give willingly. Squeakina looked at me, then back at the master. Do it. Whatever it takes. The ritual was bizarre. The monks chanted. The amulet pulsed, then melted into her chest. She gasped, her eyes glowing golden for a moment. I can feel it, she said, materializing a cheese cube in her paw. I think I can control it. Just then, the monastery walls exploded. The Vampire Ogre stood there, absolutely furious. Enough. Give me the amulet now. Can't do that, Squeakina said, stepping forward. It's part of me now. Then I'll take you. He lunged, but she was ready. She raised both paws, and the air filled with weaponized cheese. Razor-sharp, cheddar discs, mozzarella nets, parmesan clouds. She'd turned dairy into an arsenal. Annoying. I shouted, leaping onto his back and driving my sword into his skull to distract him. It worked. He thrashed, giving Squeakina her opening. She created a cheese prison that materialized around him, encasing him completely. It won't hold forever, she panted. Master Whiskerfoo stepped forward with an ancient scroll, long enough to banish him to the void between worlds. The monks chanted, the prison glowed, and the Vampire Ogre screamed as he vanished. A week later, I stood at the monastery gates. Squeakina, no longer frightened but confident, stood beside me. Where will you go? I asked. The monks offered to train me. Help me master the amulet. Maybe I'll become a hero too. You already are a hero, I said Suhedme. Thank you, Rat Knight, for everything. Thank you for reminding me why I do this. I walked down the mountain, armor gleaming, ready for the next adventure. Big cows.